المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية الأخ أيمن الصفدي ووزير خارجية جمهورية مصر العربية
Republic of Egypt, FM Shoukry. I'd also like to welcome the intelligences in the three countries. Allow me at the beginning to advance my condolences to the brotherly state of Egypt for the train crash in Sohaj Governorate. Let's pray with mercy and speedy recovery for the victims. Continuing the previous meetings held in Cairo, Oman, and Oman at the level of the leaders of the three countries, and in preparation for Baghdad summit to be held later on within a short period, within the framework of the tripartite action that aims to achieve the joint interests for the three countries. Continuing the efforts with the ministers, we discussed several topics, including on the political side, we discussed how to enhance methods for cooperation and coordination of efforts between our three countries. We confirmed the importance of combating terrorism in all its forms. We also discussed enhancing the coordination level between the three countries to face the challenges that face the region. We have also discussed the regional and international issues of great and joint interest, in addition to the developments of situations in the region, starting with the Palestinian cause, Syrian crisis, and war against terrorism, in addition to the developments of Yemeni and Libyan crisis. We also negotiated about the visas and facilitation of the movement between the three countries. We also confirmed on the importance of regular convening of this meeting in order to coordinate the policies between our countries. On the economic level, we tackled different topics. As we discussed the cooperation in the industrial integration and the qualification of Iraqi factories. We also stressed the prioritized industrial sectors in order to enhance industry in the three countries, in addition to the industry of leather, pharmaceutical industries, and chemical industries. We tackled all these topics within the framework of the tripartite relationships and tripartite meetings with the relevant ministers. We also tackled the Iraqi Jordanian economic city, which was called before the industrial city, and the electricity linkage project, in addition to the project of pipelines for of oil from Basra to Aqaba. We've also discussed the agricultural issues, food security, and the frameworks that we have agreed upon between the relevant ministries. We also discussed the transfer of passengers between the three countries, as I mentioned in the introduction. Another point is that the relation between Iraq and the Republic of Egypt, in addition to construction, housing, and cooperation between the Ministry of Housing and Construction and the Egyptian companies in this field. We also tackled different issues related to setting the agenda for the coming meeting, the summit meeting. We are happy to have the Foreign Minister of Egypt and Jordan in Baghdad. in Iraq, their second country. We would like to welcome them, and we are looking forward for the coming summit meeting soon. Thank you for your visit and welcome in Iraq. Excellency, Minister, and dear brother Fuad Hussein, Excellency Minister, and dear brother Ayman al-Safadi, allow me at the beginning to carry the greetings of His Excellency Mr. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and the Egyptian government to the leadership and people of Iraq. I'd like to express my own appreciation for this occasion and being in Iraq, one of the most castles for the Arab world. I'd like to thank the Iraqi government for its invitation for this meeting and their hospitality. I'd like also to thank the Iraqi Foreign Minister and Jordanian Foreign Minister, leaders, and the peoples for their solidarity for the recent events that happened in Egypt, like the train crash in Egypt, which shows brotherhood, solidarity, and unity of the future. We always find and get power from this brotherly expression of sincerehood. This meeting comes within the framework of preparation of the coming summit for the tripartite coordination and cooperation mechanism between Egypt and Jordan that's to be convened in Baghdad as soon as possible to crown the great efforts exerted by the governments of the three countries during the past few months at the different levels since the convenience of the past summit in Oman, August 2020, in order to implement the outcomes and according to the directives of the political leadership for the coordination between the three countries in order to achieve the welfare of the three peoples and make them feel the tangible profits of this mechanism. Today we tackle different aspects of cooperation and coordination and the suggested projects in order to be implemented in the economic and commercial fields, especially in electricity, health, food cooperation, construction. In addition, the outcomes of the understandings between the three countries shall be submitted to the leaders in the coming summit in order to translate the efforts into tangible results in the form of projects to be implemented to achieve the joint interest. Point of views and deliberations regarding the developments in the Arab region, especially the Palestinian cause, crisis in Yemen, Libya and Syria, in addition to cooperation in combating terrorism and extremism, in order to preserve the security and stability of the countries in the region. I'd like also to appreciate the efforts exerted by the brotherly state of Iraq in this regard. I'd like also to confirm Egypt's support to the Iraqi government in preserving security and stability in Iraq. In all these positions, we agreed on all these topics, and we will continue the cooperation coordination in order to achieve the joint goals in these fields. We also tackled the importance of continuity to preserve Arab water security, whether in Egypt for the Jord issue and the needs of brotherly state of Iraq. We also tackled the necessity to keep the Arab security away from the interference that comes from outside the Arab region, which affects our national security. I'd also like to stress that Egypt is looking forward for the coming summit in Baghdad, which enhances cooperation and coordination between the interests of our brotherly states in order to combat the different challenges faced by the Arab region. I'd like to thank again the people and government of Iraq, and I'm looking forward to continue this cooperation, to have tangible results for the three peoples, and to achieve a more stable and secured future. Thank you so much. In the name of God, most gracious, most compassionate. Thank you, my brother. It's an honor to be in Baghdad. Besides FM Shoukry, and in the hospitality of our dear brother, Minister Fuad, in the preparation for the summit that the king is looking forward to. So it becomes a step and a phase in the efforts of cooperation between our countries, and building upon the natural factors for integration that we already have, and that will be reflected in a good way on our peoples. And it is a message that we are exerting our efforts to stand beside the Iraqi people and government in order to achieve stability and security and reconstruct and provide better life for the Iraqi people, which deserves the best after years in which they exerted many sacrifices in order to fight terrorism. So they finally achieved victory. I would like also to stress again that the support to Iraq and its security and stability are a necessity for the security and stability of the whole region. We should also protect Iraq from any consequences resulted from any regional crisis. The message I have today and on behalf of the king is that we are working together, because in our joint action there is an interest for all of us. We also support Iraq in its challenges and in its pursuit to achieve many opportunities, and that will be reflected on all of us. I'd like to thank you for the event you organized today, and for your delay for this event after the deadly train crash accident in Egypt. I'd like to express our condolence to the victims and our wish for a speedy recovery for the injured people. I'd like also to congratulate the Republic of Egypt for its success today to solve the problem of the shifted vessel in Suez Canal. My counterparts talked about the outcomes of our meeting, so I will not repeat, but I'd like to add that we are looking forward to an active summit that would have practical outcomes that enhance our tripartite action and achieve tangible results, and that shall also be a step to enhance the joint Arab action that we all need, not only to face the challenges but also to benefit from all the opportunities that we can pursue and achieve our aspirations and build upon the capabilities that we already have. We should also agree on our approaches regarding the regional files like the Palestinian cause. We all seek the comprehensive just peace for the Palestinian people and their right for the sovereign independent state with Jerusalem as its capital. We wish to have a region that is free from turmoils, and we also stand together against terrorism and seek to reach a political solution in order to end the crisis in Syria and restore its security and stability and its major role in the region. Once again, I'd like to thank Mr. Sameh And I wish that we could achieve all what we need to prepare for the summit, as it's a great summit for its outcomes and for its support to Iraq.